Shalom, everyone. It's been a very long time. This is Servant April. I know it's been a while since I did a video, but if you know I'm doing a video now, it's something real serious. I want to know if any of y'all been waking up like early in the morning. When I say early, I mean like 2 or 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. And like God is just waking you up and for the whole night watch. Several times the past few weeks this has been happening to me, so I'm letting you know. It's been happening to some people around the world that when God is waking you up, you really can't go back to sleep. He just wants his friends to stay up with him. He's calling his friends to be up with him, like he did the disciples before he went through. Yeah, he asked his disciples to stay up with him. He's doing the same now. He's calling for his friends. Something's about to happen. I've been holding a word in for a very long time. I would say since March. And I could not release it. It was almost as if like God wanted me to like hold it to an appointed time. And I received the word, and this weekend prophet of the Lord texted me and said, have you been staying up at night? And I said, yes. I didn't know how she knew, but she knew. She said, me too. And she said, this is what it's for, and it is concerning the coming election too. And she stayed up praying about it, and when she confirmed it with me, I was in agreement with her in spirit. I said, yes, God has been waking me up early, and I've been staying up several nights. And she said, yes, that's the Lord waking you up and asking you to stay up with him. And I was in agreement. I said, yes, God told me, this is exactly what you said. You said, can you stay up with me? Then I told her several things the Lord was sharing with me, and then even told her I had an angel visit me. She said, you have to release that now. To be honest, I said to her, I said, if I tell people this, they will not believe me. Yeah, I gotta release this now. All the way back in March, I took my grandma to a doctor's appointment. I found parking around where she go to the doctor. The last time I took her, and many a times I've taken her, I couldn't find parking. There was no way to park. And I found parking that day. So I was like, okay, let me go sit inside with my grandma, because I don't want her to be in there by herself. So I go in to be with my grandma, and she's in the waiting room, and there's no seats next to her. However, there's a seat open on the other side of the waiting room. So I go sit in that seat because I don't want to be the only one standing up. As soon as I sat down, this lady next to me said, do you speak Spanish? And I was like, oh no, I don't speak Spanish. I just got another phone because the other one turned off, so I'm able to continue. So I left off with her asking me, do I speak Spanish? And I said no. She said, you see the TV there? I don't listen to them because they don't tell what's really going on. And I said, I don't listen to the news either. And I was like, because I know they don't tell us what's really going on. And she was like, yeah, they only tell us what they want us to hear, but they're not telling us exactly everything that's really going on. We was talking for like 40 minutes, so I'm trying to put everything into 10 minutes. So she was just telling me, she was like, I only read and study. She's like, I don't really look at TV. And I was in agreement with her. I was like, I really don't have favorite TV shows or nothing, or anything that I am watching on TV right now. And I was telling her too that I just read and study. Most of the time I'm like in a book or researching something. And she was like, yes, the stuff going on in the with Russia and Ukraine, and anything going on with anyone else. She said there was first war that no one's talking about underground. The war broke out down there before there was even a war that was announced here. It's like an underground society is a secret society that is hidden from us, and it's apart from us. Like, we're living in this world, and they don't let us know that there's another hidden society underground where people are living. She said that the war on the ground, somehow they got up here, and she was calling them days. She was like, they got up here, and she said, and they're not regular people, but they disguise as people, and they don't belong up here, but they somehow got through here. And I was like, you must be referring to reptilians. And she was like, okay, you've been studying. They are amongst us, and people can't differentiate them, but like, if you want spirit, the Holy Spirit reveals the hidden things and the secret things. She did say that they don't want to talk about it, and they don't want us talking about it. And if you do, they somehow try to close your mouth. And I agreed. I said, yes, they try to control the narratives. She said, well, this is the year where a lot of things are going to change. She said 2024 is going to be a massive change. The colonial title now is the American Indians. Once again, they got ownership of the land again. And she said, oh, so you have been studying? I was like, yeah, I've been studying in March. Then she said to me, around April and May, I'm gonna start seeing changes. She said, you're gonna see the changes happen, and by November it's official. So we went as far as talking about the United States of America and how it's a corporation. And she said, yes, it went bankrupt in 1933. And it's a corporation that is like, no, and she said the United States, the way she said it was like, listen, the United States, she said, no more. There's no more United States of America. There's no more. She said in November is official. There's going to be a change of government. Everything's being run by the Romans. And she said the world army belongs to John. She went into details about of having the apps. Be careful of the apps I download, because anything that's surrounded in white is tracked by taking information and data. So she said anything white around the app is like they taking your information. But if you get the solid color of the app, they have one that's for Google and there's one that is not Google. She said go for the one that is not Google, so they won't be taking your information. Then we went into talking about the United States all over again. She had more information to tell me about it. And she said it's going to be a different place this month. And we're in the month right now. And she was telling me in the March. She said this month. And she said there is no election. The way she said it, she said there's no election. There's a change of government. That's how she said it. And she said all the governments you see now, like agencies like IRS and CPS or FBI or ACS, all the three letter organizations, Department DOT or DMV, all these places are no more. And she said by November it's going to be official. So if y'all don't know, around June they overturned the Supreme Court overturned the Chevron difference case, the Chevron doctrines. They overturned it, which gave these three-letter organization all the power they had in the way they was enforcing rules and regulations and statutes. Those are gone. It's over. A lot of people don't know about it, but like those government agencies are not government agencies anymore. They lost all their power. So and then she went as far as saying we're going to see corporations shutting down along with the corporation of the United States. And that's what she started telling, saying that the United States is a corporation and not a country. And the corporation is over. It's done. It's finished. And she said a lot of businesses and corporations that have been built through the corporation of the United States is over. It's just going to be a massive shutdown of a lot of places, a lot of companies, a lot of stores, a lot of everything that has been connected to the foundation of the United States of America. And she said it's going to be gone. Everything's changing. And she said even churches, a lot of churches are going to shut down because they were founded on the corporation. They became a corporation. And since the United States corporation is going to be gone, some of those corporations, church corporations, are going to be no more. Not saying there's not going to be a church. I'm just saying those corporations, the way they went about their business and stuff, is going to be gone. And she said to me, she said, and let me tell you, ACS is in trouble. She said CPS and ACS is in trouble. And I said, oh boy. She said, yes. And she was like, do you know that the CPS and ACS, the CPS and ACS is a part of sex trafficking? And I said, oh my goodness. I had, like, in my prayer room, it was revealed to me, but I didn't know how. I told her, I said, I don't know how they were involved, but I know somehow they were. And she said, yes, they are involved with that, and they are in big trouble. And this is in March. She's speaking of this. And look how many people has been exposed for sex trafficking in the government, in the industry, in the church. If you haven't seen it in church, it's going to start. You're going to see some pastors or saints that were involved with it. So many people it's gonna be like, even you might even see some of your neighbors that was involved with it, your good neighbors you knew for years. Just don't be surprised who is going to be exposed and connected to that. So, and she even showed me a picture. She said, this girl, I don't know her name, but she's well known for talk shows. And I was like, that's she said, yes. She's in big trouble too. She's in huge trouble because she had opened up a school in Africa. This is what she said. She has opened up a school in Africa and was doing sex trafficking there too with those children. And it's not only her, it's a lot of them that are in trouble. They're not getting away with it. And that's how she said it to me. Open your eyes. They all in one group. They are all in one group, even including with this election. They're all in one group. There's government officials involved. There's teachers involved. Then she said those, like the way those who have been doing wickedly towards others, their time is up. It's over. It's over. Everything's being shut down. She said November is the official month. It's official. It's going to be a change, not an election, but a change of government. That's what she said. My grandma then came out and said, yeah, I'm ready, April. And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm ready. And I was trying to give the lady my number or my book. And she said, I can't take anything. And I was like, oh, I was like, okay, can you see it? She said, oh, it's so nice. And I was like, all right, just give me your number. She's like, I'm just so busy. And I said, I'll take your number. And she's like, no, I'm just so busy. And then I was like, let me write my number on your our road. I just found a pin. She said, but I don't think I'll be able to call. I knew she wouldn't be able to call me. But I wrote my number anyway, and I said, if you need someone to talk to, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. I could talk to you. And she was like, and she looked up and said, God bless you on your journey. And that's when I left. And I knew when I left, I wasn't going to see her ever again. I already knew she wasn't going to call me. She wasn't going to reach out. And she couldn't take anything. She couldn't take anything. So I already knew who that was. It was an angel. She came to deliver the word, and everything that she has spoken to me has come to pass. And the Spirit of the Lord is already leading me to say this, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it to you. And these are for the African Americans, those who are listed African Americans. Those who are listed African Americans, you are not African American. You are not African American. You are not African American. That name was given to you to detach you from where you originally came from and who you really are. That has been assigned by the documents that the United States of America gave. You are not African American. You are Hebrew. We are Hebrew, the nation that God has called through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Lord revealed that to me in my prayer room in 2020. You are the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I'm talking to the African Americans right now, because that's who the Lord revealed to me are the Hebrews. You are the American Indians that was here originally before we went into captivity because of disobedience unto Father God. We were here. We were the ones that were here already. We're the Aboriginals. We're the indigenous people. We are the original people here. People are already finding out that the real ancient Egypt is right down there in the Great Canyon that they're not allowing people to go to. It's down there. That's the ancient Egypt, and the government has it shut down, but it's not going to be shut down for long. I'm letting you know this is what God is revealing to me. I'm telling you what he revealed to me through the angel, and now I'm telling you what he revealed to me in my prayer room. And I'm going to do a story about that later, but I want you to know, get ready, American Indians, because the land has been given back to you. One thing that the angel did say before I left, she said, everything that's going to happen is not toward us. It's not toward us who's been afflicted by it. It's not toward us that has been attacked by it and oppressed by it. It's those who have been oppressing. It's those who have been attacking. It's those people that have been targeting us. They are going to be dealt with and judged during this time of judgment. So don't be afraid of what happens. Don't be afraid what comes about. Just know that this is the Lord's doing. And the angel said before she finished saying everything was, remember, it's good for us and bad for them. She kept saying that it's good for us, it's bad for them. And the one thing they want to say is, it is bad towards our democracy. Listen, the land has been given back to us. It's good for us, bad for them. But don't be afraid what's going to happen. This is the Lord's doing. He's coming to fight for his people, just like he fought for us in the time when we were in Egypt. God is bringing us out. So be blessed, be encouraged. Don't worry about nothing. God has this under control.